Okay. Our clothing brand is called Cora. I have just come up with a random name, honestly, and I have come up with a random brand because I wanted to explain how these ads work for us, for all of us, for our easiness. That's why I've come up with a random brand, and we'll understand through this brand. Okay. Now, this brand is a direct to consumer brand. Okay. What does direct to consumer mean? It means that they sell from their own website, they sell from their own Instagram, and they don't sell through Mintra or Ajio. Okay. And their products are that they make oversized shirts. Everybody knows oversized shirts, very Gen Z thing. Oversized shirts and cord sets. Cord sets are basically when you are wearing the same fabric on the top and not at the bottom, but it's like two pieces. Understood? Are you able to understand what our brand is? It's a clothing D2C brand making two types of products, oversized shirts and cord sets. Okay. And their average order value is the average spend in one purchase, which is going to be approx 1899, which is 1900. And they ship all over India. Just remembering these numbers will help because in like 10-15 minutes we will actually run real money through this brand and watch where every rupee is going. Okay. This much do we understand what this brand does? Nihar, Priya, Satyendra. Okay. We are only considering that they sell through website and through Instagram. Okay. Now you must be thinking, why have we picked up clothing? Because I was thinking of jewelry brands, shoe brands, all of this, but I have picked up clothing specifically because fashion is like the easiest and perfect teaching example in India because it is visual, because clothes are visual. So ads work well and very impulse driven. Don't you just like sometimes look at an ad and you go and buy that one t-shirt of 500 rupees because why not? So because it is impulse driven, so people buy it quicker, and it is one of the cheapest categories to advertise in, which we will understand right now when we do the math of it. Okay. And if you understand how to do clothing, then you can do anything else also. Okay. That is why I've picked up this. Now there are two rules. Firstly, interrupt me, ask me questions if you don't understand anything. Okay. And secondly, keep a blank document open the whole session. Maybe have a notepad, paper and pen, or have a plain Google Doc open or a notepad open and keep pasting everything into it, that document, so that after this session, you know what you have learned. Okay. That is how I learn things. If I'm trying to learn something through a YouTube video or if I'm taking a class for something, making notes always like helps you. Okay. So have a paper or pen or a notepad open, anything that works for you. Okay. And now everyone open a blank doc or a blank paper and write on top of it Cora campaign. Cora is the name of our brand. We understood, right? We understood what it is, right? Okay. Chalo. So now let's move on to these four things that we need to understand. Firstly, these four numbers. Okay. Number, the first thing you can, has anybody worked in advertising before and does anybody understand these terms? Tell me in the chat box. Cora Chaitre is just a random brand name that we have picked up. Like I explained in the previous slide, it is a clothing brand that we have picked up. We have made up a name and we've made up a clothing brand so that we are able to understand everything that I'm going to teach you in today's session. Okay, fine. Suchitra, yes, I will send you the link again. 1 second. These are two different links. Okay. Okay. So online advertising, moving on to the next slide. Online advertising is just buying attention, okay, at a wholesale and selling a product at retail. Okay, I will explain this. Okay, so you basically buy eyeballs cheaply in bulk and turn them into customers to profit. Okay. Now let's understand these four numbers. I'll teach each, then we will run Cora's money through all four together. Okay. This is something that we really need to understand. These four things, if these four are not clear, then the rest of the session is going to be a waste for you. So these four things should be very drilled down in your brain. Okay. Firstly is CPM. Okay. CPM basically means the cost per thousand views or per thousand impressions. Okay. The full form of it is cost per mile, because mile is basically Latin for thousand. Okay. CPM is what? Cost per mile. What does it mean? What is the cost? What is the money I'm giving for an ad for every thousand views that I am getting? Okay. For example, I'm posting an ad. Thousand people have seen it and I have spent approx 200 rupees for it. So my CPM is 200 rupees. Okay. Now, this number matters in India. The number that matters in India for clothing on Instagram or on Facebook right now is it's approximately, as you can see, I have mentioned 150 to 400 per thousand views. Okay. So this, for the price of like two coffees, you will be able to put your ad in front of 1,000 people. Okay. Now think of a newspaper or an ad holding which costs like tens of thousands and you don't even have an idea of who saw it and who didn't. Okay. So that is what is different in digital. If your ad is viewed, you know that okay, this ad was viewed by, for example, we put out an ad. Okay. 1,000 people viewed it, 1,000 views we got. For those 1,000 views we paid 200 rupees. So our CPM becomes how much? How much does our CPM become? Yes, Priya, right. Everybody else also answer. I told you when I ask questions, answer. Yes, Madi. Jaswinder, no. Yes, Atharv, right. Davendra, no. So, yes, Rohan, right. Yes, Nihar, right. No, Samir. How much money you pay for those 1,000 views is basically your cost per mile. Cost per mile is basically cost per 1,000 views. So I told you that for those 1,000 views, we spent how much rupees? We spent 200 rupees. So CPM is 200 rupees. How much money you spent on 1,000 views is the is our CPM. Now do we understand what CPM is? Yes. Okay. Fine. One thing more. One thing more. CPM is not the same everywhere in India. This is a normal number I have given, that it is usually 150 rupees to 400 rupees for every 1,000 views, but it is not everywhere the same. For example, showing your ad in Mumbai or Delhi is more expensive because everyone is competing to show their ads in Mumbai and Delhi. Okay, the same ad, for example, in a tier 2 city like Lucknow or Nagpur or Indore can be 30 to 50% cheaper. Okay. So it depends a lot on your target audience. How much money you are paying, how much your CPM is, depends a lot on your target audience. Now, what is a target audience? Who will tell me? Yes, Maddie. Who will tell me what is a target audience? Tell me in the chat box. I'm waiting. My potential customers, yes. My, not my customers, my potential customers, possible customers, customers I might convert. Okay. The person who's like, yes, all of you are right, exactly. That is what our target audience is. So my target audience can be, now I'm telling you different kinds of target audience that can exist for a clothing brand. My target audience can be youngsters living in tier 1 cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore. But my target audience can also be uh, retired people living in tier 2 cities who have spent 2 lakhs plus on clothes in the past 6 months. Teenagers, like Tejendra says, there can be n number of target audiences that can exist. for n number of brands. Okay. For example, we have a clothing brand which is making oversized clothing. So mostly what will be our target audience? Give me what will be our target audience for Gen Z clothing that we are making. This brand Cora that we have picked up, what can be the target audience for this? Yes, Suchitra, young customers. Give me a more specific target audience. For example, I will type a target audience for you. Target audience for Cora 24 to 35. Look at my target audience. It is a little more specific. Now give me such an audience for this brand that we have for Cora, our brand. Give me a target audience in a similar way now. Look at my example and tell me in a similar way. Okay, above 18 years. Be more specific, guys, not just the age group. Tell me geographies, tell me demographies, tell me what their interests are. Be more specific for your target audience. That, oh, they go to cinema halls every month. That can also be a target audience. 30 to 40-year olds who go to cinema hall every month. That can also be a target audience. Behaviors are also a pattern of target audience. Okay. Chalo, moving on. We understood. Yes, Maddie, women from 22 to 35 in tier 1 and 2 cities. Real watches, Harish. Yes. Abhas says 14 to 24 years who are currently in their higher secondary or graduation. People with money. That is a little too generic, but sure. Priya says 25 to 24 to 35, living in New York and living in Lucknow, New York, living in Lucknow and Ahmedabad, who are working and degree college. Yes, works. Okay, so we understand what target audience is and we understand what CPM is. Yes, should we move to CTR now? Yes, understandable? Great, great. Thank you for replying. Okay, now CTR is click through rate. It means percentage of viewers who actually clicked on your ad. So CPM was how much money we pay for 1,000 views. Okay, now I'm typing it in the chat box also. We have received 1,000 views. Okay, CPM that we paid was 200 rupees for the 1,000 views. Now, out of those 1,000 views, on how many people, let's consider 2% of the people clicked. If 2% of the people, so for example, our ad got, let me give you a better example. Okay, 1,000 people saw your ad. Okay, how many people actually tapped on your ad? That percentage is click through rate. For example, 1,000 saw it and 15 people tapped on it. If out of 1,000, if 15 people tapped on it, I'm writing it, 15 people tapped on your ad. Then what is the CTR percentage? Tell me. Yes, views are basically 1.5%. Yes, 1.5%. Asli, not Ahmad Asli, sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. It will be 1.5%. Okay. Now, once again, I'm explaining. Views are not clicks. You see, when you are watching reels, ads come in between. Huh? Ads come in between when you're watching reels or when you're on Facebook or when you're on YouTube. Ads come in between, right? Do you click on every ad? Do you click? No, you don't click on every ad. When somebody clicks on that ad, that becomes a part of CTR. Till the time you are just watching the ad and you have not tapped on your screen, or if you have not pressed a button, if you have not clicked on the ad, then it will only be considered a view. It will not be a part of a click. So it is very important to know that there's a difference between view and click. Understood the difference between view and click? Yes? Okay. So For fashion in India, because we're discussing a fashion brand, a good click through rate is around 2%, which means out of 1,000, every 1,000 views that we got, out of every 1,000 views that we got, 20, approx 200, how much will be 200? 20 people, yes. What happens when we click on skip ads on YouTube? It just gets skipped. Then they don't, whatever YouTuber you are watching, they don't get paid for the ads. They get what YouTube ads ka money they get. No, if you skip the ads, they don't get that money. Priya, click is not equal to purchase. We'll get to purchase. Okay. Now, if CTR click through rate is below 0.8%, then on cold audience as in people who have never heard of your brand, okay? Then what is the problem? Your creative is the problem. Now, what is the creative? Your ad. What your ad looks like visually, that is the problem if your CTR is too less, which means that people are not clicking on your ad, okay? चलो ठीक है. Now, do you know of the brand Snitch? Does anybody know of the brand Snitch? Keeps coming up in our ads and everything. Very famous brand, right? I see Nihar knows, Abhas knows, Priya knows, Maddie knows, Zarish knows, Suchitra also knows. Suchitra doesn't know. Okay. Now, Snitch is a Bangalore menswear brand, and they call it the Zara of India. Okay. Now it ships 8 to 15 brand new creatives every single week, which means that they are making 8 to 15 new ads, new visually new ads every week they are sending out. Now, this is not for fun. Why? They will not make anything. Anything a brand does is not for fun. Anything a brand is doing is simply for money. All of us know that. Okay. So they know that most of the ads will flop. So they keep making new ones until one or two or three of those get 2.8% CTR and actually make us money. So, as you can see, I've mentioned here, 2% CTR is good. 2.8% is considered great. Anything beyond 2% is unimaginably good. Okay. Did we understand CTR? Rohan says yes. Snitch has been on Shark Tank. Yes. CTR we understood. Difference between views and clicks we understood, right? Now let's move to CPC. CPC means cost per click. Okay. Cost per, what is the minimum value of CTR? Now, CTR is a percentage, Suchitra. So it can be 0% also. If you get 1,000 views on your ad, but nobody clicked, your ad wasn't good enough, so nobody clicked. So it can be 0%. But it's usually not 0%. It can be like a 0.1, 0.2%. But anything below 0.8% is bad. Okay? Now, let's talk about CPC. I'm typing in the formula also here for you. CPC is CPM divided by number of. Why only 2%? Why not more? If you can get more, then amazing, but that is the usual number that you get, not a lot more than that. Because it is not natural. For example, if you're showing 10 people your 1,000 people your ad, very few. Imagine the number of ads, Yogesh, you have gotten in the past 1 week, and how many of those did you click on? So, similarly, people are not interested. Okay. Now, these two will combine for us. You paid a CPM to show ads to people, right? Cost per mile, we got 1,000 views because we paid 200 rupees. Then some people clicked on our ad. That became our CTR, click through rate that we understood. Now, when you divide our CPM, cost per mile, by the number of clicks we have gotten, then we get our cost per click. Okay, now let's imagine this as we got 1,000 views. Okay, for those 1,000 views, we paid 200 rupees. Our What will be our click through rate? Imagine our click through rate to be 1%. 1% is fine. Chalo, let's take 1.5%. Okay. 1.5%. Click through rate becomes our 1.5%. Okay. Now you tell me if you have understood the formula of CPC. What will be the CPC? I have sent the problem in the chat box. It is basically CPM cost per click upon number of clicks. How many number of clicks were there? It will be 200 by 15. Yes. 200 by 15. How much is 200 by 15 coming? Approx 66 point something? Yeah. It will be 200 by 15. Yes, exactly. So CPC will be 66.66. Yes. CPC basically means, now what does this mean? What does this CPC 66 means? It means every click that we got on our ad, we paid 66 rupees for it. Was this understandable? Every click that we got on our ad, we paid 66 rupees for it. Okay? Now there were 2-3 questions that came. Let me look at them first. So the ads we are showing to our potential customers, then also our CTR is this less. This is, dude, 2.8% Athar is a good CTR. It is a good CTR percentage because let's assume, okay, let me assume that you have like narrowed down your potential consumer as much as possible. And I am a person who's a big consumer. I would like to purchase everything. But if I'm getting an ad of certain earrings and I'm getting like 10 ads of 10 different earrings, I'm not going to be clicking on every ad because I don't want all those earrings. Similarly, if you want to buy a pair of shoes and you are getting like 10 ads, do you click on every ad? You don't. Out of those maybe 20 ads that you see, you maybe click on 2 or 3. So, yes, if your target audience is 20-year-olds in Bangalore for a pair of sneakers, not all 20-year-olds are going to be clicking on your ad. That is why it is low. Yogesh, also, yes, you need to narrow it down as much as possible. Yes, you need to narrow down your target audience as much as possible, but that still does not guarantee a humongous CTR. Sorry, yes, CPC will be 200 by 15, whatever. That was 13, not 66, guys. Yes, wrong math. That was 13. 13.33? Yes, 13.33. ठीक है. Chalo, did we understand CPM, CTR, and CPC and what it means? Yes? Should I send in a problem and will you solve it for CPM, CTR, and CTC? Chalo, okay. We got 5,000 views. We got 5,000 views. We paid 1,000 rupees for these 5,000 views. Our click through rate was 2%. Then what was our CPC? Yes, Abhas, correct. Tell me CPC and CPM both. Abhas, you are correct. CPC, yes, I'll tell you whoever's answer is right, I will tell you. No, Preeti. Yes, Manish, correct CPM. Girish, wrong CPM, correct CPC. No, not Yogesh, wrong CPM. So CPM is going to be 200 rupees because I said cost per 1,000 views. So for if 5,000 views, we are paying 1,000 rupees, then what is 5,000 divided by 1,000? CPM 200, okay. Okay. So I will explain it to you. ठीक है चलो I'll explain again. 1 second. Maybe Excel sheet में explain कर देती हूँ. This was our problem. This was our problem. Wait. That views were, screen is visible? Sorry, chat box. Yes. Explaining. Views, we have received our 5,000. For these number of views, payment for views is 1,000 rupees. Okay. Click through rate is 2%. Okay. Now we have to find out CPM and CPC. What was the definition of CPM? Firstly, tell me the definition of CPM. What was the definition of CPM? Who will tell me? Tell me quickly. Cost per 1,000 views? Cost per mile, not cost per million. And mile in Latin means 1,000. So we CPM is cost per 1,000 views, right? This payment 1,000 rupees that we have done is for how many views? For 5,000 views, we have paid 1,000 rupees. So what will we do here? 1,000 rupees divided by 5,000, right? Cost per 1,000 views. So for one view, this is what we have received for one view. Okay, this is what we have received for one view. For 1,000 views, what you have to do? 0.2 into 1,000. So 200. Our CPM is 200. Was this? Now do you understand better? Basically, what we did was, firstly, we need to find out this much for these many views. We are paying 1,000 rupees. But cost per mile means per 1,000 views. If you think about it, the basic math thing. If 1,000 rupees you are paying for 5,000 views, then for 1,000, how much will you pay? 200 rupees straight up. 1,000 divided by 5. Right? Got it? ठीक है. Okay. Now, cost per click. Cost per click. What was the formula for cost per click? What was the formula for cost per click? I told you the formula for cost per click. First, tell me that. CPM, CPM upon number of clicks. Okay. This was equal. This was the formula. CPM upon number of clicks. This was the formula, right? Now, CPM we know is 200. How will we find number of clicks? If 2% of these 5,000 have clicked, what is 2% of 5,000? What is 2% of 5,000? 100? 100? 2% of 5,000 is 100? Do we understand that if click through rate is 2%, then the number of clicks that we have received on our ad is 100? We understand that the number of clicks we have received on our ad is 100? Yes? Yeah, we understand that. Now what will we do here? CPM equals CPM was how much? 200 upon clicks were how much? 100. Our cost per click is 2 rupees. Understood? Now was it understood? ठीक है? Yes? Any doubts about this? Okay, chalo, good. ठीक है. This we can delete. Now the fourth one that is remaining, ROAS. Revenue on ad spend, return on ad spend, sorry. Return on ad spend is a very simple formula. Return on ad spend. So revenue divided on ad spend. ROAS formula is equal to revenue, sorry, revenue upon ad spend. Revenue basically how much money you have made through this ad. Ad spend, how much money did you spend on this ad, okay? The only number your accountant or your own bank balance actually cares about is this return on ad spend, okay? Revenue divided by spend, okay? For example, if you put in 10,000 rupees, if you put in 10,000 rupees and you made 30,000 rupees, okay? Then how much is your ROAS? If your revenue is 30,000 rupees and for those 30,000 rupees you had to spend 10,000 rupees, how much is your, sorry, ROAS? 3x. Yes, Suman, exactly. Because 30,000 divided by 10,000, so 3 times. We always talk about ROAS in terms of 2 times, 3 times, 1.5 times, right? Girish, when we say 30,000, revenue is always inclusive of profit. It is everything. Basically, the entire money that you've made is revenue, not profit, nothing. Revenue, only revenue, Mahesh, not profit. Okay, so below 1 times of ROS, as you can see, I've mentioned here also, you are basically then just literally lighting money on fire if your ROAS is below 1 times, which means if you have spent 5,000 rupees and if you have made revenue to 6,000 rupees or 5,000 rupees, basically anything around just 1 times or 1.5 times is not great. So, and especially below 1 time. For example, if you spent 5,000 rupees, but your revenue was 2,000 rupees, then it's absolutely bad because you are burning money then, right? So, for example, if you spent 10,000 and you made 8,000, so you are actually losing 2,000 rupees. So, above 1%, above 1 times, at least covers your ad cost. And for most of the D2C Indian brands, again, a healthy target is 2 times or 3 times. That leaves some room for product cost, shipping cost, GST, profit, all of that. Okay. So, any questions about ROAS? We will do everything abhi right now. We will try to do everything live also. ठीक है? Chalo, okay. Now, are you guys on your laptop? Are you making notes on your laptop? Are you doing this on your phone? ठीक है. So, open Excel. Open Excel with me and try this with me. Everybody open Excel. When you have opened Excel, type a Y in the chat box when you have opened Excel. This we will do together. Good, Sameer. Good, Preeti. Excel, Google Sheet, anything works, Shalini. This thing that you're seeing on my screen, we are going to be doing this live. So this slide is not that helpful because we're going to be doing this on our Excels together. Okay? Everybody's open now. So let's start. Okay? Let's first write down budget and put this as 1000. And put it as a currency. Change it to currency. You don't need my link right now, Ranjana. Try this on a plain sheet, plain Excel sheet. Open and try this with me. You don't need any link for this right now. Okay? Now, CPM is 200. Again, currency. TTR is 1.5%. Budget is, sorry, 10,000, not 1,000. Keep the budget at 10,000. CPC, I'm leaving empty right now. Can you calculate the CPC from this? Can anybody calculate the CPC from this? Yes, Tejinder, you are right. Firstly, what do you need to calculate? You need to figure out the number of clicks. Figure out the number of clicks. Views also you need to, I have given you the budget. Little bit tricky it is, Priya. I have given you the budget to figure out how many people saw the ad. How will we calculate views in this? Okay, chalo. How will we calculate how many people saw our ad? We have the budget. We have the CPM, right? What will we do here? We know cost per mile. We know cost per mile is for 1,000 views. Is for 1,000 views. We know this, है ना? Cost per mile is for 1,000 views. So in 10,000 rupees, how many views would we be able to get? Yes, Abhas, you are right. If cost per mile, if for 1,000 views, we have paid 200 rupees, then in 10,000 rupees, how much money would we have spent? Like, how much views would we have gotten in 10,000? No, views are wrong, Shubham. Views are wrong, Priya. Yes, Amar, right. Yes, Srinivas, right. Firstly, we will try to figure out. Firstly, we will do 10,000 because this is our budget divided by equal 10,000 divided by 200 into 1,000. Why did we do this? 50,000 are our views. Okay, now let me explain it to you. Chalo, whoever didn't understand, I will tell you why we did this. Okay? This much money, 200 rupees we are paying for 1,000 views. Okay? For 1,000 views we are paying. Okay? Now our budget is 10,000 rupees. So 10,000 rupees we can spend. Right? That is why 10,000 divided by 200 first. Okay? And whatever that is, that we will multiply with the number of views. Okay? Understood how we calculated views? Anybody wants this formula for views? Now can you tell me what is the cost per click? Now can you tell me what is the cost per click? How to get the rupee symbol? You just click here and you click on currency. Yes, Ankit, correct. Now click-through rate. Now let's calculate our clicks. Click-through rate is 1.5%. So basically equal 50,000 into 1.5%. 750 clicks we had. 750 clicks understandable for everybody? 750 clicks understandable for everybody how we received 750? Yes, this 750 is clear? Yes. Okay, okay, Virendra, only Virendra is saying yes. Not clear for anybody else? Okay, I'll explain again. What was click-through rate? What was CTR? What was this percentage? Click-through rate was basically that if you are receiving, if Shagun's ad has received 50,000 views, then only 1.5% people of those 50,000 have clicked on the ad. So in order to calculate clicks, we will multiply 50,000 and try to take out what 1.5% of these 50,000 views are. So 750. Okay? Yes, Srinivas, correct. Yes, Abhas, true. Now for CPC, what will we do? For CPC, what will we do? What will be the formula for CPC? CPC can be as simple as this was our budget. This was our budget, right? This was our budget. These were our number of clicks. Basically, this is the amount of money we spent, and these were the number of clicks we have gotten. And we need to know how much was the cost per click. So, total money spent upon total clicks we have received. So, 13.3 rupees is what we paid for one click. Most of you have calculated this correctly. Okay, most of you have calculated this correctly. Good. Now we move on to something called buy rate. Buy rate. Buy rate, if you understand that out of these clicks, what percentage CPC is basically, CPC is what? Cost per click. Basically the amount and the whole number of amount that we've spent upon the number of clicks is our cost per click. For one click, we have spent 13.3 rupees. Okay. Okay, so we can do either, Priya. We can do either because right now we can do 200 upon this also. 200 upon 15 or 1.5 also we can do. But because we also have a budget here. So similarly, if we want to do, we can do this. That is also 13.3. It is giving 13,000 or something because we need to put 1.5, 200. Let's first move on. Let's first understand buy rate also, then we will clarify this again. Okay? Yes. Okay. Chalo, now buy rate. Let's consider how many people, yes, 200 upon 15. Sorry, 200 upon 15. Now let's consider 2% was our buy rate, which basically means that out of all the clicks that we have received, 2% bought our product. 2% bought our product. Then how many orders did we receive? Number of orders will be how much? 15, right? 750, 750 into 2%, 15 orders, right? Now tell me if the average order value, basically if one order is costing 18.99, then what is our revenue? What is our revenue? If average order value is 18.99, what is our revenue? I need everybody's answers. If one order is costing 18.99, then what is our revenue? Yes, Tejinder correct. Yes, Virendra correct. Abhas correct. Ankit correct. Sachin correct. No, Nafis. Yes. So basically, if one order, if the average order value is 18.99 for one order, then we will just multiply it with the number of orders we have received. So it is approx 28,485. Okay. Now, what will be the ROAS? ROAS was what? How much we spent, how much we made upon how much we spent. So either 1 times, 2 times, 2 point something times, 3 point something times. Tell me. Everybody knows the formula of ROAS? Yes, Tejinder, correct again. Tejinder is very quick. Yes, 2.84%. Basically, it will be revenue, the amount of money we have made upon our budget, upon whatever we have spent. So this 10,000 rupees is what is our ad spent. So 2.85. This will not be a rupee thing. This will be 2.85x. This will be 2.85. चलो इसको बार बार मनी बना दे रहा है general. So it will be 2.85 times, 2.85 times, not rupees. Okay. We made 2.85. So basically we spent 10,000 rupees and we made 28,000 rupees. So we made 2.8 times of the money we spent. If we try to understand it in a basic way also, if we spent 10,000, 28,000 we made. 2.8 times, 2.2 times of 10,000 is 20,000. 2.8 is 28,000. Similarly, buy rate is calculated, Girish, on number of clicks only. Because anybody who has not clicked, viewers can't purchase the product. Only people who have clicked and gone to your checkout page or on your website or on your Instagram, only they can purchase the product. Somebody who's just seen your ad, only a viewer can't purchase your product, right? Okay. Yes. Number of orders, again, buy rate is basically 2% we have received here. Okay? Buy rate we have received 2%. So buy rate is always calculated on clicks. Okay? It is never calculated on views, because consider yourself, when you view an ad, do you purchase directly from that ad? No. It leads you to a certain page. It will either lead you to the DM of their Instagram page. It will lead you to the checkout page of a website. It will lead you to some sort of page where you can actually purchase the product. So in order to buy a product, you need to be counted as one of the clicks first. Only if you have clicked on an ad, only then you can purchase the product, right? So now number of orders, how you calculate that, okay, 2% of these 750 people actually purchase the order. So that's why 2% into 750. Atharv, I didn't get your question. Okay, now let me see how much is left. Okay, now let's take a 10-minute break, guys. This was understood. This much did you understand? This much did you understand? Take a screenshot of this if possible. I will just let's take a 10-minute break, then discuss all these doubts and then move on. Okay? Required files. Yes, I will share again. One second. This sheet will have all the formulas also for you guys. Chalo, let's get back at it's what? It's 8:06, 8:15. Let's come back. Okay. What else did you guys do today on the weekend? Anything fun you did? I went to play badminton for like 3 hours in the morning. I took a nap. I also took a good nap, Preeti, honestly. Yeah, I'm not a very sporty person, honestly, so, but I try. Oh, it's a festival here. Where is this festival, Sima? Gym and Zumba class. Wow, nice. Which badminton court, Atharva? There's this game theory, if you know. Game theory. Anybody in Bangalore, they must be knowing game theory. So there, the class is not summarizing right now. We easily have like 1 more hour to go. Okay. Oh, in Hyderabad. That's so nice. That's so nice. Nice, nice, nice. Chalo, now the next four things that we are going to be covering are these. One, near my house game theory. Oh, nice, Joseph. So we are going to be covering Google Trends now, Meta Ads, Google Transparency, and Meta Ads Manager. Whatever this is, I will explain it to you as we go by. So let's move to firstly trends, Google Trends. Okay. So imagine that we discussed this brand, Cora brand, our campaign, our fashion brand, right? So imagine that we are starting to build, all of us together. There's like 100 of you right now. All of us together are building a fashion brand, Cora, okay, for cord items and for oversized t-shirts, okay. Before anything we do, before any kind of ads we launch, before any kind of ad budget we set, before any kind of creatives we launch, is any what do we need to know? The first thing we need to know is anyone actually looking for what we are going to sell? And is there any kind of demand that is actually there for this thing in the market? And similarly, one more thing, along with knowing if there is demand for our product, we also need to know what kind of exact words are people using. For example, somebody can call oversized t-shirt something else also. For example, if we were a jewelry brand, we would call it, we will call a gold bracelet a gold bracelet. Somebody, maybe people are searching a lot for rose gold bracelet, right? So, two things we need to know before launching anything, before getting into budgeting and expenditure and all of that. We need to know if there is demand for our product and what are people like, what are people typing for when they are searching for it, right? So, now along with me, you can also try this with me, but if you are not able to try it, then also it's no problem. I'll just, my Instagram and LinkedIn, all of you have no. Now we will type trends.google.com, typing it in the chat box also and sharing it so that you can also open it with me. Right? And if you have opened it along with me, type a Y in the chat box if you have, so that I know that you're trying with me. Good. Okay, Samir, Priya, Kumar, Mohammed, Sachin. Good, 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 good. Okay. Now this big search bar is appearing. It is appearing for everybody. Now, this is Google Trends. It is completely free and it shows you that what in India people are typing into Google right now, also, and over time, also. Google processes billions of searches, trends, and it lets you see the shape of the demand. Okay. Now, for example, we were talking about oversized t-shirts. Let's type oversized t-shirt. You can type anything. You can type in, for example, if you want to sell anything, type something different. Okay, and search. After searching, you can see that here, if you can specify country, you can specify past 24 hours, past 3 months, or whatever. And you can specify if people have done a web search for it, or image search for it, news search, or what kind of search. Web search is the most relevant here. Okay. Time drop down, let's change it to past past 1 year. Let's change it to past 1 year. First thing I always do is set the country to India and set the time to either past 6 months. Yes, it's going to work for agri products also. So Chitra, it's going to work for any kind of product that you can possibly think of. If people buy a product, it is going tissue paper, anything around you that you're seeing, this water bottle, search water bottle, Vicks, laptop charger, anything that you search for, it is going to appear. Okay. Now, first two things you need to do, important things that you need to do for this are put the correct country that you're looking for. If you are selling only in India, then you need to search for India. And then past year or past 3 months, 6 months, take any kind of data that is at least more than 3 months. Okay. Now you come here. Let me introduce this. Now you will be able to, if you come a little below it, interest over time. Interest over time. Are you guys able to see this interest over time? Yes. It shows you that it has the interest over time has increased of by 7% over the previous year. Then you can also see when did the demand increase the most, when was the demand the least. As you can see, demand peaked for it in May 24 to May 31. Okay? And this 100 that you're seeing, can you see this 100? Can you see this 100? Sorry. Can you see this 100 oversized t-shirt 100? Anywhere anything is 100, it means to say peak interest. It doesn't mean to say, oh, there were 100 searches for it. It means to say that this is when the interest for oversized t-shirts peaked, right? Now, what could be the probability of oversized t-shirts having the highest amount of... Oh, voice is clear, guys? Or Shubham voice is breaking? Oh, it's clear, Shubham. If voice breaks, no, try rejoining because mostly it's correct only. So May 24 to May 31st, if I try to make sense of it, it is the summer season. People want to wear loose clothes. Maybe that is why it peaked. Over the summer season, you can see oversized t-shirts interest has peaked, right? If you come a little bottom, if you come towards a little bottom, okay, you can see top queries. Top queries, or as in, as you can also click on this I button. Top queries are the most popular queries in the specified location and time period. So basically related to oversized t-shirt, what else have people searched for a lot? People have searched a lot for men oversized t-shirt. People have searched a lot for men t-shirt, t-shirt men, shirt, oversized t-shirt men, women t-shirt. These are the top 10 terms which are highly searched for when it comes to being related to oversized t-shirt. Okay, okay, Simha. And you can also see that this 30%. What does this 30% mean? That it has increased by 30%. It has increased by 30% over time. Now, now let's try. Do you want to try searching for something else? Let's try searching for... Then Suchitra, if it's in negative, then compared to previous year, the demand has dropped. Let's try searching for scented candles, Priya. Let's try doing scented candles instead of just candles. Scented candles. As you can see, there was a peak in, this is when? Feb 15 to Feb 22. I think we can guess why. Who can guess why? Who can guess why this was so much in demand at this period? Valentine's, yes. Exactly. I thought everybody likes, I have like so many scented candles without any Valentine, but okay. So this is why it peaked during Feb 15 to Feb 22. Again, we can find, so whenever you want to sell a product, this tells us that, oh, this is why, like, okay, this is when my product will get sold the most. If you had to, if you were if you were a brand of candles, you know that my main month should be February, where I can make the most number of sales, right? Now, related queries to it. Best scented candles gift, candles, and all of these, like different. So you can also tell, from this you can also tell that a lot of people are gifting scented candles. A lot of people are spending on candles because they want to gift them, right? Understood how this can help you, firstly it can help you understand when is there demand for a product, if there is any kind of demand for a product. Secondly, what kind of words should I be using to sell my products, because this is what people are searching, this is what India is searching when they want to buy scented candles. Okay. Okay, sorry. Food delivery apps to check. Um, Joseph, as in for software, like for food delivery apps, yeah, you can search for Zomato or for Swiggy and see. Now these are these are rising queries. Basically, these queries have gained a lot of interest over the past year. Which are these? Zepto, Ferrer Rocher, do scented candles cause cancer? How to tie a tie? Cute scented candles, luxury scented candles, tote bag, best scented candles. As you can see, 170% increase in the past year, 140% increase, breakout, breakout, breakout. So these are the queries which have had the highest percentage of interest related to scented candles in the past 1 year. I think tie is just there because, again, something maybe people are gifting ties a lot. So gifting items, as you can see, Ferrero Rocher is there, tote bag is there, a lot of gifting items are there. That is why it is attaching scented candles to this. Yes. Helpful in understanding. So before you try to sell something, you can come on Google Trends, and Google Trends is genuinely very helpful because I am working in e-commerce, guys. This is my everyday work. What I'm teaching you right now, advertising, digital marketing, this is what I do at work. Performance marketing, ads, Google Trends, this is what I do every day. So we actually use this. Like for example, I have a friend who is working in this app. He has this cricket game app that they are working on right now. And they wanted to find the correct words that people are actually searching for when they want to download cricket games. So we came to Google Trends, we picked up these top queries, and instantly the game started getting more downloads by like 1 or 2% because we got to know that okay, this is what India is searching for when they want to look for cricket games. What does breakout exactly mean? It means that it has it has had the highest number of percentage increase, and also it has been a new term that has been in like top queries. And if, guys, there is a possibility that if you search for something, there might be no graph because there is not enough data for it. Okay, so if you don't get a graph, it means that there is not enough data, and this thing is not a lot in demand. Okay, did we understand this? We can move on to the next thing then. Yes. Now, competitor breakdown. Okay. So, how to explain this? Yes. See, imagine if you could just walk into a competitor's office and read every single ad they are running right now. You could see every photo that they have, every creative that they have, what words they are using in their ads, how long they've been running each ad. You would pay good money for that, right? Just to know what your competitors are doing and what is working for them, right? Everybody wants to get into their competitors books, right? What is my comp For example, if I was selling mattresses, I would like to know what is Wakefit doing to sell so many mattresses. How has Wakefit become so humongous in terms of mattresses? What kind of ads is it running, right? So this we would want to know what our competitor is doing. Similarly, us right now, we are thinking of a fashion brand, so we would want to know what kind of brands are selling oversized t-shirts and what kind of ads they are running, right? So, in order to understand our competitors, there is this thing called Meta Ads Library. Okay, this tool, in my opinion, is a very powerful free tool in all of advertising because almost nobody outside the industry uses it. It is called Meta Ad Library. Okay, what is it called? Meta Ad Library. Okay, now just for transparency, Meta has to show every running ad on Instagram and Facebook publicly. Okay. So you can see exactly what Nykaa Fashion, Bewakoof, Snitch, all these brands are running every second. Basically, everything that your competitor is doing, you can look at it. You can see what they are doing. Okay. Now, again, along with move to the web, and let's type facebook.com/ads/library. Okay. Once you are on this page, tell me, okay? Okay, Mohammed Virendra and who else have typed a yes? Fane Kumar, Ashif Khan, Satyendra Preeti. Liking the session till now? Helpful session till now? Right? I tried to make it a little beginner friendly also so that you guys understand things and so that you also take away good amount of information from this, right? Good. Okay. Thank you. Now, two things are you able to see on your screen. First is location, country. Second is ad category. Two things are you able to see? Yes. Again, location because we also want to see our ad in India, right? We want to see in India. So we have chosen India. I am a Shopify user and selling watch at djgulf.com. I am also Muhammad. I am also working in e-commerce, so I also use Shopify every day. Then you must know all of these things. A lot of these things you must already know, right? Okay, so choose India and in ad category, choose all ads. Choose all ads. This political, issues, elections, politics is another thing that we don't really need. We are advertisers. We don't need that. Now, as you can see, it is written here, search by keyword or advertiser. Okay. Now, in the search box, what we'll do is we will type cord set, oversized t-shirt, or anything else do you want me to? Tell me something else that you want me to search. What kind of ads do we want to see? Tell me anything else that you want to see. Tell me, I'll pick something up. Numerology, website, projectors, fitness watch. Headphones, yes, let's do headphones. Now you can see, now you can see different kinds of ads. These are not necessarily, they include your exact phrase search. So anything that could be related to headphones will appear here. Even though this ad is a my protein ad, maybe they have included headphones in their ad somewhere, in the picture somewhere, in the video somewhere. That is why it is appearing. Let's see more ads. Cables ad, different. Let's try searching some specific advertiser. Let's do snitch. Now you can see all kinds of ads that Snitch is running. See, every ad that Snitch is running, you can also see when that ad started running, on what platforms is it available. So everything that you want to find out about a competitor's ads, you can find out here. Okay, let's consider, give me another competitor. Any other brand जिसके ads you have. Let's search B10X. Let's see if we are able to find their ads or not. Mm, maybe some other name we have to go with. Boat. Okay, let's try boat as Atharv says. Boat again might not be as specific as boat headphones. Should we do boat headphone? Maybe then. No, we don't need. So Chitra, we don't need an account. I told you, no login required. See now, Amazon Zebronics headphones, earbuds, all of these have started showing. Let's do Lenskart. Okay, sure. Priya says Lenskart. Basically, very helpful resource to find out what kind of ads your competitors are running. Now you can see all Lenskart ads you are able to see. When did they start running also you can see. And then what you can do is, no, you can try to copy all of this information, put it in. Let's go to Claude. Let's try putting in all this competitors. This is my competitors meta ads information. Send me an analysis of this. Tabular format. Yes, Simha, we can find so any kind of ad that is running on Meta. What is ad library? Did you guys understand what ad library is? Basically, any kind of ad that is running on Meta, Meta doesn't hide it from us. It puts it out for public display so that there is transparency maintained. Okay, let's try Home Center if Home Center is running any. See again, Home Center India, all furniture related ads, you have received their ads. So if we were a furniture brand, we knew what kind of ads are currently running, right? See now this is how you can benefit from this. If we were a competitor of Lenskart, we can see that okay, this is what they are doing. Their campaign pillar is this, their product hook is this, what is the offer and angle, what is the volume. All this information we can take out by researching about our competitors. Okay. We can search for, if we were a t-shirt brand, the Sold Store. Everybody knows the Sold Store, very famous t-shirt brand. I don't know if it's still, yeah, but it's still there. See, you can see your favorite store now just a click away. From superhero tees to sneakers that slap. 16 December they started this ad in 2025. 20 December they started this ad. 13 December they started this ad. All the ads you can check. Okay. Okay. Now, this we understood the use case for this. No login is required for this. Nothing is required. You can just go to the link and like search whatever you want to. Okay. Now, moving on to Google Ads transparency. So come. Yeah. One more thing. Ads transparency.google.com. As we saw for meta ads, as we saw for meta ads, we also have one for, array, we also have one for Google Ads. We also have one for Google Ads. Okay. In the search bar, again, political ads or what kind of ads you want to do. We don't want political ads. So all topics. Okay. Find the ads you have seen by searching advertiser. Let's, in the search bar, let's type Nika Fashion, nikafashion.com. All the ads of nikafashion.com will be here. You can also filter on the basis of any time, any kind of, any time, any all platforms. For example, if you only want to see Google search ads, then it will show you only Google search ads. If you only want to see image ads, it will show you only image ads. So this is the same thing. This is the same thing like Meta Ads Library. Google also has a transparency center. This is only so that their ads are available to everybody and they can maintain some sort of transparency with us. and competitors can benefit from this, like all of us are. Now, how can you benefit from this? Okay, how can you benefit from this? Let's understand how we can benefit from this. Let's go to Claude, and let's, if we are a t-shirt brand only, right? We are a t-shirt brand only, and we want to build a Google Ads campaign with AI. Okay, like here I have mentioned also, like we want to build a Google ad campaign with AI. Let's start building a simple ad. Hmm. Now we are going to build a Google search campaign. Okay. And why we are going to build a Google search campaign? Because on Meta, you can interrupt people who weren't thinking about you. So, for example, what is the difference between Google ads and Meta ads? Meta ads are basically Facebook ads and Instagram ads that come on your stories, that come in between your reels. Yes, but Google ads are those which come up only when you have typed what you want. For example, if I search for cord set for women, all these, like out of all of these, most of these are ads, most of these are ads that are coming here, most of these are ads that are coming here, right? So Google ads, the difference is that Google ads are only shown to those people who are actually searching for that product. Okay, but Meta ads are random, like you could think of a product and it appears, that is a Meta ad. But if you search for something and then an ad appears in between that, that is a Google ad. Understood the basic difference between these two? The basic difference you understood between these two? Yeah? Tell me, guys. Tell me. Okay? Okay. Okay. Now, you can go to Claude, or you can go to Gemini, or you can go to ChatGPT, whatever you do. And if we type, write Google ads for a clothing, brand. Okay. Let's see what it gives us. Now it's asking us what type of clothing, streetwear, brand awareness, both. Claude is good. It asks you questions. Okay. Now see, it is giving us headlines. Streetwear that hits different, bold fit, zero compromise, culture that fits you, blah 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 blah. All of these things it has given us. But what was our prompt? This was our prompt. Was this a good prompt? Have you guys taken sessions on prompt engineering? Even if you have not taken sessions on prompt engineering, you know this is a bad prompt. This is such a generic prompt. What kind of clothing brand? What do you want to sell? It is extremely generic, right? Yes, and it's also very useless for us because it could be streetwear that hits different, could be any streetwear brand. It is nothing related to our brand. It doesn't know if we want to sell coords to a tier 2 city or if we want to send premium luxury wear. We don't know. Claude doesn't know right now we want to sell what we want to sell. But if we can be more specific about it, let's I will type the prompt and I'll send it to you guys then. Or you can build a similar prompt with me. You are a senior Google Ads specialist for Indian D2C brands, right? Brand is Cora only that we discussed. We sell cotton cords and oversized t-shirts. Our average order value is 1899 INR, and we are shipping pan India. Ex- Shipping pan India. One second, guys. I'm getting a call. I'll just Sorry. Just a second, guys. My friends are calling. Hmm. Shipping pan India. Then our target audience, AOV means average order value. Basically, the average price of any of our products is 1900 rupees. Target audience is women 22 to 35, procurement, women 25 to 35 age. And what else? Tier 1 and tier 2 Indian cities who value comfort and style. Keywords are very important. Keywords people actually search. Now, what will we do, guys? Keywords, where will we, out of everything that we learned, where will we find keywords that people actually search? The previous few things I told you, where will we look for keywords that people actually search? Where will we search for keywords that people actually search? Trends, yes, Samir. Yes, Preeti. So we will go again to Google Trends. And what will we search for now? We will search for chords. Okay. And now let's see. Chords for women, chords. Let's change this chord to something else then. We sell chords, we sell. What can we change this to? Chords, what can we sell? Cotton suits. Yes, cotton suit, we can change this to. Better. Cotton suit. Cotton suit has more demand as we can see. And these are the related items. These are the keywords that we have received. So we will copy these keywords and we will paste it here. Okay. This is how Google Trends was helpful to us. Okay. Now we will do competitor, competitor headlines that might work from Meta. From Google only, let's do. From Google Ads. Because we are running a Google ad. So what we'll do now? We will go to Google Ads Transparency and we will search cotton suit. Okay, we'll have to search. Let's search for libas. No, this is not the libas I was talking about. Libas store. Not even this one. Let's search for any other suit, t-shirt brands. Okay, the sold store. We can paste a screenshot of this. A screenshot we can take of this and we can paste that here. And we can mention screenshot pasted for your reference. Okay. Yeah, Biba crocodile. We could have done anything we can done. We could have done. Now we will write what we want. Build a Google search campaign. Give me one, a logical ad group structure, group keywords by theme. Second, I want 15 to 20 keywords with Recommended match types. Broad, praise, exact, and why. Hmm? Anything get deleted? Wait, I have this. I'll just copy paste this. Hmm. Sorry, I'm opening my WhatsApp, so I'm just that's why I'm stopping the share screen 1 second to copy the prompt. Okay. I'm creating an app. I guess you can help me with some ideas. Yeah, like are you creating through AI or like how are you creating? There are a lot of I'm sharing the prompt in the chat box also, guys. It's not pastable, kya? It's a long prompt, I think. That's why I'm not able to paste it. This is the prompt that I have shared, guys. Okay. Now, what has it given us? Now it has given us such a specific answer. Cord sets, cotton cord sets for women, high purchase intent, oversized shirts, oversized high purchase, comfort loungewear, medium high. It has given us keyword strategy. It has given us negative keywords. It has given us search headlines. It has given us all these things. Do you want me to share this in one document with you guys? In one Google Doc, do you want me to share this? Yes, I'm sharing. So this is now, as you can see, we have received a more specific, we have received a more specific answer to what kind of ad we can build. Search ad descriptions it has given us different kinds of headlines of different number of characters. Over for cord sets, it has given us different. For t-shirts, it has given us different. For comfort wear, it has given us differently. So this is how we can build an ad also with the help of AI and with the help of the three resources that we got, which was trends, Meta Ads Library, and Google Ads Transparency. Right? Now, one more thing. Yes. This did we transparency we covered. Bad prompt, good prompt we covered. Okay, now what are these things? This is also important to understand when you're running an ad. Okay. So, ad groups. There are different, whenever you're running a campaign, for example, You are running a Meta campaign or you are running a Google campaign, any kind of Google ad or Meta ad that you are running, there are ad groups. Okay. And in these ad groups, why, for example, if you have to sell one oversized t shirt, you can have three ad groups for it. And you are having three ad groups so that you can group different kind of keywords in this different ads. For example, one ad I will cater to oversized t-shirt for women. All keywords related to oversized t-shirt for women will go in the first ad group. Anything that is related to men oversized t-shirts keywords, I will put it in the second. Similarly, third, similarly, fourth. Now, match types also exist. For example, broad, phrase, or exact. Broad means that if somebody is searching for, if my keyword is cord under 500 rupees, okay, and I have clicked on exact match type, then only my ad will show to those people who are searching for cord under 500 rupees. But if I have put in cord under 500 rupees and I have clicked on phrase, then somebody who's searching for cord for women available under 1000 rupees, that will also be, then also my ad will be shown. Similarly, broad. One exact, one is broad. So basically, if my ad says, if the keyword of my ad says t-shirts under 1000 rupees for women, but somebody has searched t-shirts for women, then also they will be seeing my ad. So these are different kind of ad groups. These are different type of match types. Now negative keywords. For example, I am selling a three-seater sofa on Amazon. I don't want people who want to look for a sectional sofa to see my three-seater sofa because they will not purchase it. They will not buy it. So negative keywords are, if I am writing, for example, I'm selling a three-seater sofa and my negative keyword is sectional sofa, five-seater sofa. Anybody who's searching for those keywords, they will never be shown my ad. So negative keywords mean, like, normal keywords are that if people search for these, show my ad. Negative keywords are that if people search for these, never show my ad. Okay? And character limits are just like headlines, like under 30 characters, you have to write under 90 characters. That is just basic, bare minimum. That is nothing. Did you understand negative keywords? Because that is the most important. Understood this? Okay, cool. Now, what is left? Okay, so this was it for this session. What all did we cover? We covered CPM, CTR. Now, who will this? I have created this Excel sheet now, guys, which I have shared with you. This Excel sheet that I have created with you. Everybody has this Excel sheet now? Everybody has this Excel sheet? Yes? Yes? Huh? So, what I have done in this scenarios sheet, if you go, what you can do is I have mentioned ad budget, I have mentioned CPM, CTR, buy rate, AOV. You can tweak these for yourself and you can see how things keep changing around in this sheet. Everything is related. So if you change here anything, results will keep changing. For example, if I let's change the budget here to 10,000 to 1 lakh, you can see impressions have changed, clicks have changed. Okay. And for example, Excel sheet link again, I'll share again. Yes. Oh, sorry. Excel sheet link was here only. Guys, both the links I have shared. And I will so this here you can try different things. I have included all the formulas. I have shared the link to the cheat sheet also, so if any kind of assistance is required, you can check the cheat sheet. And I also help people with, like, job hunting and everything. Like if you want me to just review your CV randomly, you can send me that also if you just want me to review your CV, and I will go through it. And I take out time on Mondays and Tuesdays to go through this only. So any kind of assistance you need related to AI, job hunting, CV reviews, interview prep, you can reach out to me. Preferably reach out to my Instagram because it's easier to reply there. LinkedIn, a lot of messages come in, so sometimes it's tough. And yes, Joseph, you can reach out to me for that. I will just launch the poll now. 1 second. Start asking me whatever doubts you guys have had till now. And yes, I have launched the poll. And how to drop a CV in LinkedIn? Just attach your CV or give me a screenshot. Now, please give me a 5 on 5 if you like the session, guys, and drop in your names if you're giving me a 5. Any kind of doubts, keep telling me. A short demo CV there. When you open my chat box, send me a connection request, Mohammed. When you open my chat box, you can just attach your CV. There's a tiny attach button. I can't, because the poll is live, I can't share my screen right now. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Preeti. Rajashekhar, yes, let me just open LinkedIn right here on my phone and accept requests so that I don't forget. Thank you, Devender. Thank you, Samir. Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you for being a very interactive session. And thanks, Padmini. If you've done the poll, then you can leave the session, guys. Thanks, Kumar. Thanks, Padmini. Good night. Good night to everybody who's leaving. Okay, sure, Anand. Thanks, Shubham. Suman, yes, I will accept your request right now. Opening my LinkedIn right now and accepting requests. Thanks, Kevin. What are your plans now, guys? Dinner, dinner time. Everybody has work tomorrow. Sachin, sure, sure, I'll accept. After 30 minutes, Suman. Great. Okay, Yogesh. Sorry, sure. Okay, Priya. Priya Shah. Any doubts that you had which were not clarified during the session, just send me a message on Instagram, preferably. Bye, Jaya. Okay, Kumar. Okay. Checking, checking. Okay, guys. See you then. Bye bye. Thank you.